Hey guys, welcome to Banished Souls. This is Cryptic Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So we now have the open beta going. We had a few issues with streaming on Twitch, but we did get some good shots. So we're just going to let this play out. We're going to show you some of the different ships. We actually ended up getting up to the Patawakang. I'm assuming that I'm pronouncing that right, but it is the largest ship that you can actually open up in beta. But before we get to it, we're going to show you just some of the great shots that are around the world. This thing is immense, the map on this game. The earlier betas did no justice on how good and how large this game is going to be. But as you can see, I mean, it's just amazing the graphics on this. We actually did get some storm action. Unfortunately, I was not recording when I basically got sucked by a rogue wave. It's insane, but you're going to get to see some of that action in this video, guys. And make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on this stuff. Okay, so here is one of the first ships that you build after the Dhow. This is the better. It is an okay ship. It's basically maneuverable DPS. Get in, get out, do as much damage as you can. And you want to actually be aiming for, if you can see the little glowing red areas, that's where you want to aim on these ships. Now understand, when you're in player versus player, you're not going to have the weak spots highlighted like you do in PCs. So you need to get used to seeing what you're shooting at. You're aiming at baskets hanging off, or aiming at cannon ports, and you want to be aiming at the powder kegs that are sitting on the deck if you see them, especially in PvP. So here we did the boarding cutscene real quick, and you're back to it. Now, for those saying that there's no ground game, you don't get the treasure hunt, yada yada yada, you know, they obviously didn't play the beta very long. They didn't really get involved in this thing. So you have treasure maps, and it will lead you to the area, and you get to bring up a chest. Okay, so you have your spyglass. It's going to tell you what kind of goods are in there. So you really want to watch what kind of resources you're getting. If you're just loading up on junk, just get what you need and move on. Whenever you get to the Hulk, or the cutter, I believe it is, go ahead and build both ships. Some people prefer tanking, some people prefer DPS. I ended up using the tank on this. It's called Hulk. Pretty good boat, I thought, or ship. I guess depending on what you're looking at, but yeah, I guess it is a ship. You see, we're trying to hammer those weak points. You have different types of cannons here, so that there is a standard Cobra, then you have the long nines up front. You just got to position around these guys, and sometimes you can haul them in. I think we'll blow him up. We actually did catch him. Sweet. Another cutscene. But when you're in PvP, I don't even bother with this cutscene. You get a better payout, but that little bit of time, that can cost you your life. Yeah, so for those who are wondering what the Hulk is, this is the Hulk. You have ports on the aft of the ship as well. I have torpedoes engaged in that, as you can see right here. We're going to start lobbing some torpedoes. This is a great way to get people off of them, man, because they are notorious about following you down in this game. As you can see, there is a small highlighted area, pretty similar to Legend of Warships when you're aiming those torpedoes. Boy, I love to watch them blow up. I don't know about you. Okay, we're going to look for another treasure here. Hey, look at this one. We don't have to dig it up. Oh, so it buried itself. Oh, well. But anyway, in these treasure chests, you will get all kinds of goodies, gems and things like that. Watch who you sell that stuff to. And as far as the NPCs, don't go sell your rare gems and stuff to the guy who builds cannons. You want to go to a store or an apparel shop to sell that. You're going to get a better dividend on that when you actually sell those goods. So it's something to think about. Alright, so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was the barge. It is one of the last small prints that you can get. It's that or a sloop. I didn't bother getting a sloop. I might open it up later. I can see where there's going to be some use for it in the game as far as being able to maneuver fast. But this thing here just sits there and just tanks. You don't even have to move around much. Just hammer away with your cannons, guys. As you can see, it does a lot of damage when you actually hit those glowing components where they're weakest at in the hull. With them long nines, you can pick them off, way off. Now they do have all sorts of bombarders and mortars and things like that that you can open up later. I'm actually focusing on more of a DPS ship, so I'm going to be focusing on putting on this deck the what is it called, the flaming ballistas. They have an explosive type deal. They do massive damage, at least until I can open up those rockets. And I thought we might catch this guy off guard here. Okay, we got him. Perfect. You've got to be really careful when you pull them in. If they're on fire, ready to explode, it will actually cause hull damage. So make sure that you have those repair kits ready when you're playing this, guys. So it looks like they are actually using a barge here. So this will be a little bit of a longer battle here, probably. But I have long 9.3s. For those who are wondering what they are, long guns. They are rated at tier 3 on the front of this thing and on the sides as well. I do have culverins on the port side, and then on the starboard side I actually have the long nines. So you can tell a little bit of difference in the firing rate here. As you can see, unlike Skull and Bones, or I'm sorry, Black Flag, you don't have to keep dropping out of the aim. You can see that little hash mark running vertically. That's telling you front cannon, side cannons, and it goes all the way around the ship, guys. Looks like we caught us another one. Alright, so let's try and brave a storm and see how this works out for us. So I actually attempted to get to the Indian Ocean a little early with this. Let's see, I think I was actually in the Hulk, and I made it, but I ended up getting wiped out by rogue waves, and there was even some ghost fleets and stuff to deal with. So it was really sketchy on some of that stuff. But we're going to give you kind of a little swing around too of the boat, kind of show you what it looks like here. While we're going up through this storm, this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm going to shut up so you can watch it. mean, this ship, obviously medium hull compared to a small hull, it handles the waves and stuff perfectly. I have had it drop a few times coming off the backside of a rogue wave, riding it in. You got to be careful because sometimes there's ships under there, and if you land on one, it's going to blow you both up. Alright, so this is the Patawakang, I'm guessing is how you pronounce it, the largest boat you'll open up while in the open beta. So you can see our lammer, we've done some little cosmetic things here and there on the ship, just kind of give some looks. So we've added a new helm there, we've changed out our sails, we put a reaper with a sickle on the front. So it's looking pretty good. Have a great day. Make sure you subscribe.